Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops and the elders of GMS who rules well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Anah. I'm back with another video. Title of this video is Babylon. Um, I think it's Babylon still biting the bait or taking the bait. It doesn't show me or whatever. But basically, Babylon still biting the bait, pursuant to at least the flock shall draw them out. So we're gonna get this article. I got some Wikipedia here and some Google searches and then some scriptures. Just a blow up the trumpet of things happening. This update seen this news article. I guess it posted like 40 minutes ago. Oh no, well we got uh, Sunday 14th, 2024. Okay, I didn't even know today was Sunday. Sunday 14 April 2024, 144. Call halal Yahweh Shem Al Shai, right? Anyway, it says how Iran's attack on Israel was stopped. Dan Sabah, Defense and Security Editor. Oh, and Salaki, I want to apologize. I haven't posted a video in a while. I'm back at work, and like I said a few times in my other videos, I travel by the bus. It takes me a couple days to get to where I need to get to, and it's not much to do on the bus and everything. So I'm back at work and everything. I got a little time to make a video, so that's what I'm doing. All right. It says how Iran's attack on Israel was stopped. Massive drone and missile attack was defeated by Israeli military with orchestrated help of US, UK, and Jordan. Middle East crisis live updates, right? Like I said, this just posted. Iran's widely anticipated missile and drone attack was defeated with the orchestrated help of the US, UK, and Jordan, who, alongside the Israeli military, ensured that all but a handful of ballistic missiles were neutralized overnight. The Israel Defense Forces (IDF) said on Sunday that about 360 missiles and drones were fired from Iran and that 99% of the threats had been intercepted in a successful defense mission that may have cost Israel 800 million but will have saved many lives and dented Iran's military credibility. That's a lot of missiles and drones. Iran's plan appear to have been to try to overwhelm Israel's system of air defenses with a complex attack of the type employed by Russia against Ukraine, but on a much vaster scale. It comprised relatively slow-moving drones, faster cruise missile, and high-speed ballistic missiles capable of traveling several times quicker than the speed of sound. Though the attack was well telegraphed, with Iran's foreign minister, this is the guy's name, Hassoum Amir Abdollahian, saying on Sunday it had given neighboring countries 72-hour notice. Its size was notable, roughly 3 times a large-scale Russian assault in Ukraine and comprising over 100 ballistic missiles. The assault was a serious threat to any air defense system, right? So going back to basically what happened, Israel launched a barrage attack, and it ended up killing one of the leaders of Iran, the general commander or something like that. So I guess this is a retaliation of Iran, and it failed basically. With the help of Babylon the Great. So it says bigger than anything that Russia has done in Ukraine. And what I'm gonna get into is that Ukraine and Russia are allies. So the same capability that Iran has to blow up Israel. Basically, Russia could do the same thing to Ukraine. They're not really doing it. For whatever reason, he's holding back basically over there. He's slowly but surely making them give up and killing them off. And we all know that. They say on the news all the time. Basically like YouTube news and things like that. They say the truth, where Ukraine is losing, and everyone can see that. And like I said just now, Russia isn't even doing. They're not going all the way out. They're not using all these missiles and things like that. Um, to go all the way out. There's taking their time, wiping them out, taking their land, this and the third. It says Iran's chief of general staff, Gen Mohammad Bagheri, said on Sunday that the operation was considered a success and further attacks on its part were not necessary. But while Tehran will have learned about Israel air defenses, the apparently low impact rate, particularly from the missiles, is likely to be a disappointment. So, if anything, they're getting ready for that World War III that's coming, right? They did some missiles. They seen what happened. They seen how good the defenses are, so they know what to do next time. Basically, it says by comparison, the surprise drone and missile attack on two Saudi oil installations at Aqib and Kalaris in September 2019, orchestrated by Iran, temporarily knocked out 5% of the world's oil supply. Estimates vary, but 2 or 3 dozen drones and missiles were used at the time. It says, look at the size and scale of this latest attack. This was not a solitary move. It was designed to inflict real damage, but the fact that it didn't is damaging to Iran's credibility, said Siddharth Kushal of the Royal United Services Institute think tank. So they're saying basically Iran tried to do something that didn't work out and it just makes them look weak or whatever. That's Esau. I mean, well, that's Esau puffed at his enemy, right? Babylon the Great, because these two are hand in hand basically. We know that Esau, Babylon, and those fake JOOs over there are basically one and the same. Overnight, international help was critical in eliminating the slower moving drones. The US said it had knocked out about 70 drones and 3 missiles. The UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak added that the RAF had intercepted an unspecified number. Other reports indicated Jordan, a long-standing U.S. ally, had shot down dozens more drones over its airspace. Right, so that's pretty much what's been going on. Iran tried to launch an attack, and for the most part, it didn't go as planned to them. So that's the article. I'm not going to continue reading. It goes into more. I guess it describes, the drones and everything. This is the name of the article right here. I got it from The Guardian. Now let's get this because this is Bible prophecy. This is ongoing because this is leading up to World War III. But we understand other prophecies are going to take place. Jacob's trouble, pursuant to Jeremiah 30, and of course the MOTB, pursuant to Revelations 13, must come to pass, right? And all of that is coming. I'm gonna get it in Habakkuk. But anyway, this is Wikipedia. It says Iran-Russia relations. So we understand why World War III is happening because of Bible prophecy, of course, but also you have to know that the players, which is Iran and Russia, are allies. So with U.S., Jordan, and UK being allies with Israel, and everyone right now just in the midst of this war over there, in the Middle East, basically Asia, in that area, that's basically where World War III is going to take place. So well, I mean, World War III is going to take place all over the world because of the nuclear missiles, but the main part of it is going to be in the valley right there, Jehoshaphat. You look right here, right there, where it's pointing at, like right there in the land of Israel, basically, over there in that area. Anyway, Iran-Russia relations. This is from Wikipedia. I'll read some of this. It says relations between the Grand Duchy of Moscow and the Persian Empire, Iran, officially commenced in 1521 with the Safavids in power. Past and present contact between Russia and Iran have long been complicatedly multifaceted. I'll say multifaceted or fast. Let's skip it. Often wavering between collaboration and rivalry. The two nations have a long history of geographic, economic, and socio-political interactions. Mutual relations have often been turbulent and dormant at other times, right? So basically, these two nations are together. All right. It says militarily, Iran is the only country in Western Asia that has been invited in 2007 to join the Collective Security Treaty Organization, the Russia-based international treaty organization that parallels NATO. But we know also they've been invited to the BRICS nation uh, to start up their own currency, regarding trading and things like that, because these nations think that once Babylon the Great is put down, that they're going to be, next up in line, because everyone can see the downfall of Babylon the Great, because that's what the elites are doing with their crafty council. They're trying to bring order out of chaos, right? It says, as soon as he became as soon as he became president, Vladimir Putin pursued close friendship with Iran and deepened Russian military cooperation with Iran in Syria. In 2015, Putin ordered a military intervention in Syria, supporting the Assad regime and its Iranian allies with an aerial bombing campaign against the Syrian opposition. While much of the Iranian military uses Iranian manufactured weapons and domestic hardware, Iran still purchases some weapon systems from Russia. In turn, Iran assisted Russia with its drone technology and other military technology during its invasion of Ukraine. Iran has its embassy in Moscow. All right, so basically, they have their embassies in each other's area, basically. So these two are together. And if you search this up, also, it says I searched up, does Russia support Iran? It says since the start of the invasion of 2 years ago, Russia has deepened its partnership with Iran, pursuing greater defense and economic cooperation since the invasion of Ukraine 2 years ago. So basically, Iran and Russia are one, just like Babylon the Great, aka USA or whatever, and Israel over there is one, basically. So with these people attacking each other, then you have the U.S. going to get involved, and you have Russia going to get involved, and what's going to lead to World War III. And there's been talks of that from Putin, saying, telling the Western area allies to stay back, don't get involved in things like that. But the least of the flock going to draw them out. So with that, we're going to get those scriptures, and that's what's happening right now. Jeremiah 50 and 24. It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. And if you look at this, it says how Iran's attack on Israel was stopped. Massive drone and missile attack was defeated by Israeli military with orchestrated help of US, UK, and Jordan, right? So Babylon the Great is just in the midst of this, and they don't even know what's going on. They don't understand the trap that they are in, right? They just like, okay, we helping these people, this, that, and the third, but at least the flock gonna draw them out. Jeremiah 50 and 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath opened his armory, and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, Yahweh Shai of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Right. So this is what uh, Russia and Iran and all Russia's allies and everything is going to come do. Even the allies of Babylon the Great are going to turn their missiles and nuclear warheads and shoot it at Babylon the Great. It says, come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. It says, the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp up against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done. Do unto her, for she have been proud against the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, against the Holy One of Israel, right? So, destruction is coming for Babylon the Great. And at least the flock is drawing them out. Jeremiah 50 and 45, it says, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, that he hath against Babylon, in his purposes that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Right? So Babylon the Great, they got this Esau, and Babylon the Great, they got this plan they're trying to accomplish, the New World Order and everything like that. And I guess they put it together in a certain way where they think they can accomplish it. But the Most High has laid a snare for them, a trap for them, and it says, "Surely at least the flock shall draw them out." So this is not something they want to do, but this is something they're gonna do because it's written in prophecy and it's gonna happen. It says, therefore, Jeremiah 15:45 again, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations, right? So Babylon is going to be destroyed. The cry is going to be heard. The nuclear destruction is going to be heard among all nations. And that's another thing. This is for all nations. This great judgment that's coming is not only for Babylon, it's for all nations because they all had a hand in against Israel. It says Yahweh's wrath against the nations. Isaiah 34:1. Come near ye nations to hear and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree, right? So when those nuclear missiles hit, and it does that mushroom cloud and it looks like a scroll rolled together, that's what's gonna happen to Babylon the Great in Israel and wherever else the missiles hit. But Babylon the Great is definitely gonna be destroyed, and no one's gonna dwell here never again. And Israel, of course, is gonna be destroyed because that's the true Israelites' land, and it has to be cleansed. Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Right, so judgment is coming. Scriptures say uh, that they must know it by death by pain, right? For you that don't repent and come back to the Lord. Joel 3:1. Because remember, like this judgment that's coming to Babylon the Great, the least of flock drawing them out. It's a judgment for Babylon the Great, but all heathen around about. That's why the Most High is bringing all heathen to the valley of Jehoshaphat to plead with them for Israel's sake. Joel 3:1. It says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. Right? So that's what happened. We was in slavery, and they traded us, sold us off, and things like that. But Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is coming to repay them for the evil that they have done to the Israelites, basically, and even in the land. Yeah, so he's gonna gather them over there in that land and destroy them, all the armies. Habakkuk 2:1, it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, right? So we've been waiting for these prophecies to come to pass for a very long time, and we're still waiting. And this is just a bit of hope because we can see the things that are happening in the world now: pestilence, earthquakes, uproars of the people, you know, wars and rumors of wars. All of that stuff is happening now, so we understand that it will surely come. So this is a bit of hope for what's going on in the world and everything like that. So this was a simple blown the trumpet because, like I said, this was just updated about Israel. I guess doing their retaliation attack for the general Iran doing their retaliation attack on Israel for the general that was killed, and it failed. But we understand what's happening here, right? Prophecy is happening. So repent. With that, I want to say shalom.